In a 2013 paper titled, "The first level of Super Mario Bros. Is easy with lexicographic orderings and time travel. ... After that it gets a bit tricky," by Tom Murphy. A bot is created that plays the NES version of Super Mario Bros. Now after that, the programmer tests it on Tetris, and the bot plays it very badly, like, it basically just X's it up. The bot does so badly, but it never loses. And it never loses because once it gets to the very top, instead of dying, it pauses the game, and therefore, it can never lose. This Tetris system is very similar to how social media algorithms operate, whereas we as humans are the AI, trying to exploit the crap out of the algorithm. If you've been on more than 2 social media platforms, you will have quickly noticed that the content you are recommended is quite different. Now if you're on Reddit, you'll be getting posts that are generally enjoyed by the people in that subreddit. If you're on TikTok, The Sins of Man. If you're on YouTube, Ben Shapiro advertisements. And we're acting like this Tetris bot where we're finding ways to exploit the algorithm. Very quickly, how to game that TikTok algorithm. To do it, you have to pretend like you're on a date with 1,000 different girls. First dates with 1,000 different girls. I don't have a lot of experience with that, but I have a theory on how to make it work. You can sacrifice some of them to have success in the others. And so what you do is you do a bunch of different cheap things. You can't blow your money on every single of these 1,000 girls. And so you just experiment loads of cheap things until one succeeds, and then this is evolution. Okay, I'm gonna do this again. If it doesn't work, you iterate slightly until you get something that consistently plays to like a human's enjoyment center. And so, like, I said that in a weird way, but I meant like going to a restaurant or something. To put that back to TikTok, because TikTok doesn't value how many followers you have or like whether people liked your posts in the past, what you do, right, is you do the exact same thing where you just you experiment with a bunch of different cheap things to do, really quick, low effort stuff, like, I don't know, hitting different things with a hockey stick. Some things just innately sink in with the human brain, and so you just iterate and iterate and iterate, and then one day you'll get a banger. For the Reddit algorithm, you can't really game, because to get the Reddit algorithm, you just have to make things that people like, and so that's not. And Reddit has like a memory because of the subreddits, and so you can't just do the same thing over and over again, unless it's like separated by 3 months or something. Now to the Instagram algorithm, the one I have the problem with. The Instagram algorithm is quite interesting. They have a blog post and I read it, and it's kind of obvious how they did it if you think about it, but like, I didn't think about it, so I didn't know. So the way they get the pool of posts to show you on the Explore page is they look at the people who interacted with posts that you also interacted with. So this means that if you liked a skateboarding video, they will look at the people who like video and see what posts are unusually popular with this particular demographic, which will tend to be other skateboarding videos. So once they have this pool, they rank them with four criteria. The information about the posts, which will be how many people are liking it, how quickly they're liking it, the history of interacting with the person who posted. So if you've liked a post from your mom, yeah, I need a joke. Your activities, so the posts that you tend to like and share and interact with, and what they call the information about the person who posted. Now, this is the one that I am upset with. You might think, yeah, that's fine, you know, if a person is successful in the past, then they should be successful in the present, and they should be rewarded with that. They should be trusted in the algorithm. But this is not what's going on. The wording they have is, these are signals like how many times people have interacted with that person in the past few weeks to help find compelling content for a wide array of people. Think like the Tetris bot. How can you exploit the system of having many people interact with you in the past few weeks? Create good posts? No, you post every day. You post every opportunity. You put daily in your bio, and then you post horrible, stolen content every single day, and then, yeah, you will get interactions more than someone who posts the original content. Think about it. How long does it take to draw a webcomic? Well, you know, it changes per artist, but it's usually not every day. But how long does it take to steal a webcomic? So this is why Instagram favors all of these posts that aren't actually from the original person. Instead of getting, you know, an art account, you will get an art curator account where they curate posts. The actual point of this damn video. Recently I've gotten so bloody fed up with this Instagram video algorithm that I began blocking accounts. I've blocked so many accounts that I can't see how many accounts I've blocked because when I scroll down the list, it can't display all of them. So as I did this, I had to navigate to the user's profile page to click on the block. And every time I did this, I ended up seeing the same bio. The bio would say, posting daily, DM for inquiries, and then they would say like, goal 20k. It was the same stuff. I'm pretty sure that the reason that people are doing this is because they're copying from other curated pages. They're like, oh, this one's successful with the algorithm, I should copy what they're doing. And they do that, and they would do all the other things, like posting daily, and they get successful, and they're like, they account their success to part of it being that their bio is the specific characters that they think the algorithm likes. This obviously isn't true, but it really benefits me, because I am going to create an AI to block these people. Alright, so this is how it's going to work. There are two ways that you can sort of interface with another system. Outright just be a robot kind of thing. Or you can pretend to be human. You do to be the robot, you use an API, which is a tool that Facebook would have made so that developers can use their product. But I don't believe that this API will have scrolling through the explore page as a feature. So we're gonna pretend to be a person. Now the way that the bot works is it will go through this explore page and it will click on the posts, which brings you to this page. It then right clicks on the username and copies the link address, okay? Using this link address, it goes through the HTML of the user's profile page. You don't really have to understand. Basically, we're just getting this block, this bio, and the username. We're going to be scanning through it, called parsing, to find words that we dislike, like DM, or funny, or daily, and inquiries. These are all things that I hate. If it has those, we immediately travel to the page and then block the user. If they don't have any, we go to the next post. Once we fill out all of these posts, we refresh the page and keep on going. By the end of this process, hopefully, we'll have a lower frequency of blocking pages. Okay, these are all the terms that we're going to be blocking. They're split up into sections. This section is like all of these buzzword terms that I see a lot of, like meme pages, meme curated pages. You know, they'll have it's a very strange structure. Like they'll have 3 lines, and each line will start with an emoji. Then there'll be a vertical line, and then they'll say like posting daily, and then they'll say what they are, which is funny viral memes. Then they'll say DM for business and inquiries. There's a lot of other things, common things like daily dose, I hate them all. These things are just things that annoy me. Content creator, if someone's putting that in their bio, influencer, lifestyle, guide. Sometimes they put their like follower count in their bio, which is just insanely stupid. And this is the Sigma mail section. You can understand why I'd be, intimidated by these people. I don't want to see them showing up too much. And these are just things I don't like. I've like done the coding thing. I made half of the program. I made the part that controls the keyboard and the mouse and stuff. I used a library called PyAutoGUI. It's pretty good. And then I have to also use one specifically for keyboard and specifically for mouse. It's structured so that I have a program that makes the instructions, and I have a program that plays the instructions, and then I have a program that plays the program that plays the instructions. I can show you it working. I can press play here, and it tells me press space to execute it. And so it works on Chrome. This is how it's set up. I press space, and it starts going. Obviously, I will increase the speed of typing to 0 waiting between the characters, but this is just for like demonstration, and it works pretty well. Now we just have to make a program that analyzes the HTML of the link that I copy, and then we're pretty much done. We're not doing the HTML thing because you can't go onto an Instagram page without logging in, and so that means that like the Python script that I tried to open the source code of the page, Instagram just redirected it to the login page, and there's ways around it, but I don't feel like it, and I think they're actually slower. Literally just copying it into the clipboard. I think that's a better way to do it. Alright. I'm done. I'm done with the thing. I thought it'd be a lot easier than it was, but there was just a huge like hour where I was just trying to do something that I ended up not doing, which was the HTML part. There's a lot of timing things. Anyway, it works. I can explain how it works. Pretend Human is the program that runs all of the instructions. Instructions are stored here. So this is the instruction for blocking someone. This is the instruction for reading their bio. This is the instruction for closing the window. This is the instruction for clicking on someone's user, and this is the instruction for reloading the page. Now these are all read by the Pretend Human script, and they were all made with the make instruction script. Insta-block plays all of these instructions using Pretend Human, but then it has some like logic in it. Block terms are all stored here. This is all the block terms. This is the part that checks if I should block it or not. And I actually ended up, this makes it save. I saved the posts that aren't blocked, which I know I'll regret. Alright, let's play it for real now. Alright, press start. And it's off. And I won't be able to use my computer for several hours. My Explore page is full of Persian technology accounts. So they're all like in Persian, and they're like pictures of like cool phones, and like there's this one where it's like a ball with the time on it. I believe it's Persian. That's what the Google detection is telling me. I'll give you a moment to think about why Persian technology accounts would have caught on with a system that blocks profiles with English keywords in their bio. And it's because it only blocks English keywords in its bio. So at random, Instagram must have just given me a post from a Persian technology account because, you know, it wouldn't have any keywords that I put because they're all in English. My system would have saved that post, therefore adding that to the pool of stuff to recommend me in the future. Since none of these Persian technology accounts would have had any of these English keywords, they just multiplied. I made some super cool data visualizations on this project. So if you look here, then you'll see it's a rolling sum of all the blocked accounts. So basically I took the 20 posts in the future, and then I was like, I summed up how many were blocked, and then that's the point. And then it goes along, and then it deletes the one at the back, and it adds one to the, you know. What this the reason it's a rolling sum is because if it was just like points, if it was blocked or not, you would just go boop, 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 boop. You know, it would just be 1 or 0, blocked or not. And so yeah, it just adds up out of 20 how many of them were blocked. It's a weird trend where, you know, it seems to be getting up. There's a bit of volatility there, but then around 200 it spikes up and spikes down. Now I believe that the reason this happens is because around 200 I edited the code because the saving feature actually wasn't working. If you encounter things that you like and then you save them, and then it'll recommend more from that pool, and eventually that pool will become just your entire feed. Most popular block term. I'll give you a moment to guess what you think it is. It's the vertical line. I have no idea why the vertical line is the most common, but it was. Trailing the vertical line was DM, and then there was follow, memes, funny, lifestyle, and posts. I was really surprised that lifestyle was common. Oh, and here's the data visualized animated pie chart. It's pretty cool, isn't it? I made it with matplotlib. So the thesis statement, if you will, of this thing I made is that algorithms have unintended consequences, especially when they have, you know, intelligent adapting entities like us humans or Tetris bots. And this isn't just funny things like we can block, you know, people from saying like these words on Instagram and see how the Instagram algorithm reacts, or just like playing Tetris. It's also like immigration systems. What kind of incentives you give can actually you can actually incentivize the opposite. It can go with tax systems. I doubt Instagram wanted to incentivize stolen stuff with their information about the person who posted thing either. Yeah, it can just be with economies in general, like what a business should do. Sometimes we'll go against the ethical to succeed. And so this is you know, it's a bit dark, but you know, it makes my videos seem more important, so. Okay, the libraries I used, I think it was 4 of them. Keyboard, mouse, clipboard, and then PyAuto GUI. The music was called Scanada. It's in like the YouTube free music section, so. My code is in GitHub, I'll link it. It's, I would advise not looking at it though, because it's pretty bad. But, you can if you want, and, do I have anything else to say? Oh, the montage was way too long, and I'm sorry about that.